UFC 317, Topuria versus Oliveira, International Fight Week. We're going to be going through the entire card, giving my predictions and shit. Let's start with the early prelims. We got Niko Price versus Jacobe Smith at 170 welterweight. I'm going to go with Jacobe Smith. I don't really know who Jacobe Smith is. Let's look at his record. His debut, he won Preston Persons, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go with Jacobe Smith only because I don't think Niko Price is good. His last win was against fucking Morono. I think Morono was also not good, and his fucking fight with Robbie Lawler was fucking rigged. I'm like sure of it, bro. Like that looked like the fakest KO I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go with Jacobe Smith via. I'm gonna say decision. I don't really know what his skills are. I don't care. I'm gonna go with Niko Price being not good enough to beat Jacobe Smith. You know what I'm saying? That's like what I'm basing my prediction off of. Jacobe Smith via decision. Next at heavyweight, we got Jonathan Deniz versus Alvin Hins. I also don't know who this bald guy is. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Deniz. I think this guy's making his debut. He's also only 7-0. Not much experience. He fought in LFA, but that doesn't really say anything. I'm going to go with Jonathan Deniz because Jonathan Deniz did lose to Tybura, but Tybura is decent. Doesn't really have any good wins. But, like, he fought Tybura. He has the fucking experience. I'm going to go with Jonathan Deniz via second round KO, left hook, or a fucking overhand. I don't fucking know. But I'm going to go with Jonathan Deniz via KO in the second round, somehow, some way. Next, we got Cedric Dumas versus Jackson McValley. I'm going to go with Jackson McValley. He is a slight underdog, but I just don't think Cedric Dumas is committed to the game. You see all the shit that's going on behind the scenes. I ain't really going to get to, like, the dude's personal shit, but he has a lot of bullshit going on behind the scenes, getting arrested and shit. Lost to Mikhail Alexeychuk, lost to Ruzaboyev. Those aren't bad losses, but at the same time, I'm just like, is Cody Brundage really an impressive win? Is Azaitar really a very impressive win? I don't really think so. I think Cedric Dumas is a guy who needs to get his fucking priorities straight, and then maybe we can talk about him, you know, going further in this fucking career. But I'm gonna say Jackson McValley. I don't know who this guy is at all, but you know, if he's taking his career serious, I think he beats Cedric Dumas at 185. I'm gonna say Jackson McValley via decision. I don't think nothing too crazy is gonna happen. Decision by I can't talk. Jackson McValley decision. Terrence McKenna versus Vyacheslav Borshev at lightweight. I'm going to go with Terrence McKenna, first round KO. Why am I going with this? I don't fucking know. I'm going to just say Terrence McKenna via KO. That's really all I got to say. I don't really think highly of Borshev. I don't really think highly of fucking McKenna either. Looking at Borshev's record, nothing that really screams good or bad. He's kind of just mid. But, like, the same thing with McKinney, but, like, McKinney is knocking niggas the fuck out when he does win. So, you know, that's something. I'm going to say McKenna, first round KO, just rushes at Borshev. Borshev doesn't know what hit him, and he gets knocked out. Next, at women's 125, Vivian Araujo versus Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez is a moderate favorite. And she should be. I'm not saying she shouldn't be a favorite. She did beat Jasmine Jasudavicius, who is a good female fighter. She lost to Rose. She also beat Erin Blanchfield in the regional scene. Good wins. But the reason I'm going with Vivian Araujo, by the way, I'm going with Vivian Araujo, is because I don't think Tracy Cortez is committed to the game. Kind of like she fights once a year. When she does fight, she looks impressive sometimes, and then sometimes she doesn't really look that good. And, like, Vivian Araujo has some losses. She lost to Natalia Silva. She lost to Ribas. She lost to Grasso. But, like, bro, if Tracy Cortez fought any of these women, she would lose to them, too. Maybe not a Caitlin Caminera, but that was, like, 4 years ago, you know? I think she loses to Natalia Silva. She loses to Ribas. Actually, no, I wouldn't say she loses to Ribas, but she definitely loses to Grasso. I think she also loses to Karine Silva. it's just I'm looking at her wins, and it's like that Jasmine Jasudavicius win is very much carrying her win. I think Araujo beats Gato. I think Araujo beats a Stephanie Edgar. I think Araujo beats a Justin Cush. You know, and yeah, I just think Vivian Araujo is more committed. She cares more about being a fighter than Tracy Cortez does. You know, if she did care, she would show up more than once a fucking year. So I'm gonna go with Vivian Araujo via 29-28 decision. She wins the first round. Tracy Cortez wins the second. She wins the third round. You know, Hyder and Mill versus Jose Delgado. I don't really know who these niggas is. Hyder and Mill beat William Gomez and Young Lee. Those are good wins. Delgado beat Connor Matthews. That's all right. I'm going to go with Hyder and Mill. I don't really know why. I'm going to just go with fucking Hyder and Mill. Hyder and Mill decision. I don't have much to say about this fight. Jacob Hermanson versus Gregory Rodriguez, middleweight. I'm going to go with Jack Hermanson over Obama. The reason... I don't fucking know. He beat Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer is pretty good. Gregory Rodriguez beat Brad Tavares. I guess that's his best win. Or maybe a Leroy Duncan, Chidi Njokuani. I've never really been impressed by fucking Gregory Rodriguez. He had that awesome comeback win. I think it was against Njokuani. I'm not really sure. It might have been somebody else. Where he got that crazy ass fucking cut. And then he came back and beat the dude. But ever since then, I haven't really been impressed by him. I'm going to go with Jack Hermanson. Again, another decision. Next up the card, not featherweight, fucking bantamweight. Peyton Talibet versus Felipe Lima. This is on the main card. I'm going to go with Felipe Lima. Felipe Lima is a slight favorite. My entire pick for Felipe Lima is basically he beat fucking Naimov. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think Peyton Talbot beats Naimov at 145. I think that fight was at 145. But I don't see a Peyton Talbot being Naimov. And also, like, Raoni Barcelos is a good fighter. But, like, Peyton Talbot showed his ceiling in that fight. He kind of got dominated, kind of got bullied, you know? And Felipe Lima being a grappler and a short, stocky grappler at that, I think he's just going to be too strong. And a short, stocky grappler coming from a weight above, I believe. Yeah, his last fucking fight was at featherweight. I think he just bullies Talbot. The only way I see Talbot winning is catching Felipe Lima. You know, maybe Lima is going to have a crazy bad weight cut. You know, coming from featherweight, maybe his chin is not going to be the same, and Talbot catches him, but I don't see that happening. I'm going to go with Felipe Lima, second round rear naked choke, just like how he did Naimov. I think he's just going to be too strong, too big for Peyton Talbot, especially since Peyton Talbot just fought a fucking grappler. I don't think this fight is on short notice. I didn't really see this fight earlier on. They must have added it late, or maybe I just wasn't fucking paying attention, but I'm going to go with Felipe Lima submission in the second round over Talbot. I really had high hopes for Talbot, but that Raoni Barcelos fight was not pretty. As a matter of fact, it was very fucking ugly. So, yeah, I'm going with Felipe Lima, second round submission. Next, we have Renato Moicano versus Beneil Dariush. I have a take on Beneil Dariush. I don't think he was ever that good. Like, let me explain myself. Beneil Dariush, there was a point in time where we thought he was going to be the Bronx. We thought he was going to be Makachev, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that was coming off of the fucking Tony Ferguson win. But, like, we didn't know Tony Ferguson was done at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we thought maybe Tony still has a couple more fights where he's still good, you feel what I'm saying? I also like looking at his record. You know, we'll start at 2018 when he really started making a name for himself, right? He beat Thiago Moises. Everyone beats Thiago Moises. He beat Drew Dober. Everyone beats Drew Dober. I don't even know who this guy is. Jakar Close. I don't know who that guy is either. Diego Ferreira. And then Tony Ferguson. And then Mateusz Gamrot. Mateusz Gamrot is his best fucking win. And, like, Gamrot is good. He is very tricky for a lot of guys. He fucking beat Arman Tsarukyan. So, you know what I'm saying? Gamrot is a very tough fighter. But, like, the loss to Oliveira, the loss to Sarukian. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Manny Moicano is on the level of a Sarukian or on the level of an Oliveira, but like, he's fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's better than that version of Ferguson. I think he's better than that version of Diego Ferreira. You know what I'm saying? He's better than Jakar Close. He also might be better than Gamrot. That might be iffy. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a close fight, Moicano versus Gamrot. But like, I just think also fucking how old is he? He's 36. He's getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't won since 2023. No, 2022. He hasn't won a fight since 2022. He's getting up there in age. And also, he looks fucking terrible for 36. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to go with Moicano. I'm going to say ground and pound finish. I don't know which round. I'm not going to pick a round. I'm going to just say Moicano is going to ground and pound him in one of those rounds. I don't think Moicano drops him. I don't think he submits him. But I do think he finishes him via ground and pound. And yeah, that's all I have. I actually have all the fucking fights on the main card going to finish. But I'm going to go with Moicano, ground and pound. And yeah, that's all I really have. I don't really think Dariush is that good, you know, compared to like the guys he was getting compared to at that time when he was like making a rise for himself, you know, 2021, 2022, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible for Dariush to win. He could definitely beat Moicano, but I'm going to go with Moicano via submission. I don't know which round, but I think Moicano's going to submit him. Next, the people's main event. Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Everybody is fucking high on my boy Joshua Van. I don't want to be that guy, but you know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of Van since his debut. You feel what I'm saying? But like, everyone is high on Joshua Van. Everyone wants to see him, you know, get the title and shit. And I do too. I don't know if he beats Pantoja, but you know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight. But Brandon Royval is a fucking terrible stylistic matchup for Joshua Van. He's fucking tall, 5'9", maybe even taller, 70-inch reach. He's rangy. And also, like, people don't talk about this. People talk about Royval and they talk about how he's fucking tall and rangy. But bro, Royval's biggest fucking gift is his cardio. The motherfucker does not get tired. Not only does he not get tired, he doesn't stop fucking moving. Like, the dude, like, watches the fucking second Pantoja fight. Like Pantoja's like trying to hold him down, and Royval is just squirming. Like, you can tell Pantoja is trying to get like a breather. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to like rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me fucking breathe. But like, Royval just keeps moving. And I think he's gonna do that with Van. I think he's gonna have that footwork. I think he's going to have better footwork than Van. He's going to be outsizing Van. I think to beat Royval, you have to get him tired, which is not going to happen. You have to fucking destroy his legs, which Van, he throws calf kicks, but it's not like the main part of his arsenal, you know what I'm saying? His main thing is his boxing. And also, what the fuck did I just... And also, you got to knock him the fuck out. I don't know if Joshua Van has the power. I think a bad stylistic matchup for Brandon Royval would have been Figueiredo at flyweight. I feel like Figueiredo would have beat the shit out of him and knocked his ass out. But I don't know. You know what, man? Fuck Royval. I'm going to go with Joshua Van, bro. I have a feeling, bro. I want to pick Van. I'm going to pick fucking Van, bro. I think Van... Joshua Van body shot TKO late in the third fucking round. That's what I'm seeing it, bro. I'm seeing him losing the fight. Like, this is what I'm picturing. I think round 1, Van loses very clearly. Round 2 is close. It's going to be going towards Van at the end. And then round 3, Royval is going to be winning. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not going to be getting tired. But Van is just going to catch him to the body. And, like, something about Royval is that he looks soft-bodied, bro. He doesn't look like he can eat those body shots. And Van is very good at, you know what I'm saying, digging to the fucking body. I think Joshua Van is going to body shot TKO Brandon Royval. I fucking see it, bro. I see it. Late in the third round. I don't think it happens early. I think Van is going to be using that push kick he does. He's going to be throwing that hook to the body. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the jab to the body, the right to the body. And Royval is going to be good the first 2 rounds, but I think the third round he's just going to crumble. I think he's going to crumble late in the third round. 1 to 2 minutes left in the third round. I think Brandon Royval is going to crumble to body shots from Joshua Van. Like, yeah, I just see it, bro. I know I should probably pick Royval. I think Royval is the favorite. Oh shit, it's near even. Okay, but yeah, I think. Bro, did you see Joshua Van's fucking highlights, bro? I want him to win. That's why I'm picking him. I want him to win. I don't even know. I think this is a bad stylistic matchup, but I don't give a fuck, bro. I think Joshua Van is gonna win, bro. Third round, body shot TKO. That's how I have it, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Whoever wins gets a fucking title shot. You know what I'm saying? Manel Cap has his chance. Fuck him. Next, we got the flyweight championship. Alessandre the Cannibal Pantoja versus Kai the Maori Car de France. I don't really know why this fight is being made, to be honest. Kai Car France is on a 1-fight win streak. It's against Steve Erceg, but man, I've never been high on Erceg, bro. Yeah, he had a close fight with Pantoja, but all of fucking Pantoja's fights are close unless he fucking destroys a guy in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he lost. But, like, he got the title shot off of fucking Matt Schnell. And then ever since the Pantoja fight, he lost to Car France by a knockout. Then he got whooped by Moreno. The Moreno fight was pretty close, but you know what I'm saying? His best win is against Erceg. And also, I'm going to say Pantoja already beat him. It was in 2016. I don't think fucking he got that much better. I think he did get better, but he didn't get that much better. I think he's relying on that fucking knockout power a lot. You know what I'm saying? He is skilled. He is good. He has good striking. But Pantoja he has an iron chin, bro. He's probably not going to get knocked out. He's not going to get dropped. He's going to eat the shit that Carl France is going to be throwing at him. And he's just going to, beat him with relentless pressure. I could see this fight going two ways. I think either Pantoja fucking submits him, not early, the second round. Either Pantoja submits him in the second round or 5-round domination. Pantoja wins 5 rounds. I don't see Kai Car France beating Pantoja. I think his way to victory is to knock out Pantoja. I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? I think Pantoja is gonna just walk him down, you know what I'm saying? Throw his grandpa punches and then take him down, hold him down, control him. Car France is not big. He's 5'4". He has a decent reach, 69 inches. That's pretty good for flyweight. Pantoja is about the same height, a little taller, 68 inches. So, like, they're both, like, the same build. I just think, I don't know. I don't think Kai Car France is going to be able to get back up from those takedowns. I think Pantoja is going to take him down, hold him down, or maybe even submit him. And, bro, if fucking Pantoja wins, give him fucking Merab, bro. Let him have a chance at getting double champ status. Or fucking make him vacate. He's small. He's not that much smaller than Merab. Probably has a lot less muscle mass than Merab. But, like, give him, like, a few months. Merab can fight somebody else. And actually, no, fucking do him versus Merab, bro. I don't think this fight is going to be that dangerous for Pantoja. He might get hit a lot. I mean, not a lot. He might get hit with some powerful punches. He's going to probably eat it. I don't see him getting dropped. I don't see him getting hurt bad. I think this is going to be an easy fight for Pantoja. And if that is the case, I think he should skip over Sandhagen. Sandhagen is on a 1-fight win streak. You know, he lost to Umnar. Umnar should be fighting what's his name? Pirion. But the whole fucking bantamweight division is in fucking shambles. Give Pantoja the fucking title shot. Let those guys fight each other. Let those guys figure it out. And then, you know what I'm saying, let's move on from there. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, I don't fucking know, but actually, no. He fights. If Van wins, okay, if Royval wins, give him Merab. If Van wins, stay at flyweight, fight Joshua Van. I think that because he already beat Royval twice, there's no point in having Royval fight him again. I think if Pantoja wins and Royval wins, make Pantoja vacate, make him move up to 135, fight Merab, and give Royval whoever the fuck is next. I wouldn't. Fucking what's that dude's name? Cape. Give Royval Cape, make him fight Manel Cape, and yeah. That's my thoughts on this. I think this is going to be an easy fight for Pantoja. He's going to run through Kai Car France. Next, we have the main event of the evening. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I'm a huge fan of both of these guys. I think this fight is guaranteed fireworks. I've kind of been going back and forth, but like I realized it's gonna be Ilia Topuria, bro. Like it's gonna be fucking Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is not only gonna beat Charles Oliveira, he's gonna knock Charles Oliveira the fuck out. Let me explain why I think that. I think, you might disagree with me with this, but like I think Charles Oliveira's way to victory is to put his fucking chin on the line and brawl with Ilia Topuria. Let me say that again. I think Charles Oliveira's way to victory is to fucking fight him like he did Gaethje. Fight him like he did fucking Poirier. Fight him like he did Dariush. You know what I'm saying? Fight him like fucking be a marauder. Put your chin on the fucking line against Ilia Topuria. I don't think that's going to be Charles Oliveira's game plan. I think Charles Oliveira is going to be patient. He's going to fear the power of Topuria. He's not going to go power for power. I don't think Charles Oliveira hits harder than Topuria, but I think he can knock out Topuria with a knee from a clinch or even a punch, a kick. I don't know, but I think Charles Oliveira can knock out Topuria. But is he going to? No. I don't think so. I think he's going to be playing it too safe. He's going to be too careful, and I think that's going to be the demise of him. I think Ilia is going to be walking him down, chasing him down, and Ilia is going to knock him out, bro. I feel it, bro. I think Charles Oliveira is going to be doing the same thing Holloway was doing, kind of being on the back foot, being patient, shooting more. I think he's going to be shooting on Ilia, testing his grappling. I think Ilia, being the short, stocky guy, he's going to be able to defend it. But I just don't see Charles winning this fight, bro. I mean, I do see it, but like the way I see it, I don't think Charles is going to do that. And if I was his coach, I wouldn't advise him to do that. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I just think that's his way to victory. You know what I'm saying? Is to put your fucking chin on the line and fucking try to knock this dude out or drop him and then try to submit him off of that. You know what I'm saying? While he's wobbled. But I just think Ilia Topuria is going to walk him down. I think Ilia Topuria is going to chin him in, I'm going to say the third round. Ilia Topuria is just going to walk him down and chin him in the third round. I just have that feeling, bro. I really do. I'm very excited for this whole fucking, I'm not the whole card. I'm excited for the main card. The prelims are kind of shit, but I'm excited for International Fight Week. It's going to be great. I hope at least, you know, it could be a fucking shit card. Who fucking knows these days? But I think it's gonna be a great fight. I mean, a great card. And yeah, I'm very fucking excited. UFC 317. Those are my predictions. Don't bet on fights, but you know what I'm saying. Those are my predictions for the card. You know what I'm saying. That's all I got.